just wanna work a little bit on the toad. Sweet, okay. So we're back. Perfect. Nice. Cool. Right. So, I figured out a way to bake the textures from the high poly to the low poly. This is a, not the greatest topology at all. It's like a quick series measure, but at least it's not this thing. Okay, so we went from here to here with a proper texture transfer, and the texture now looks, instead of looking like this, it actually looks like this, which is again like a super quick auto unwrap, but just testing things out, and I'm super happy with that. And we got a little rig here, and now I want to test some stuff super quickly. The eyes, I guess we could probably make, yeah, we could probably rig the eyes as well. By adding 2 bones and then doing the eye thing so I can move the eyes. It's okay. Just gonna keep it simple as possible. I feel like this bone should go somewhere else. It should not go from the head, it should go from the throat. This is 4D. No, I'm joking. This is a 3D scan that I'm trying to make into a character. Let's see. So no, it does not need to go from the head, it needs to go from the throat, I believe. This bone, let's actually put it here. If I delete this one, no, I do need that one. Okay, so let's try it. Let's try this one like this. 1 and 2. Skin, bind, skin. Okay. Okay, let's get these bones a little bit nicer. gonna unbind this. This is for fun. I'm making this for a personal project. Right here. Gonna unbind this one. So I can move this one a little bit nicer. No, this is a 3D scan. That I'm making into a character. And then this one goes into this one. Okay. All right. Yep, just gonna paint some weights. See if we can get this a little bit nicer. Doing a lot of testing, just a lot of testing. Really trying to see if this workflow works. Then I can really polish it. Okay, so gonna start making painting weights. Now that we have less polygons, it's gonna be a little nicer to paint. Let's see. This one I'm going to go opacity 1, value 0, flood. Gonna take all the weight off that. And here I'm gonna go make it the other way. Yep, gonna take that influence off there. Also from all the top of the head. Maybe with a smaller brush. Something like this. Then I want the head. Okay. To have very strong influence over this geometry, but not on this area. Like this. And we can probably smooth this. Yep, smooth the edges a little. Okay, let's see how that behaves. let's see. This is still having a lot of influence where it's not supposed to. And that's the throat. Right here. Oh yeah, it's having a lot of influence. We don't want that. So yep, just gonna take that influence out of there. Also, there's probably some influence behind the eyes that we don't need. Cool. So let's see how it goes. Why is it taking? Is there some influence there? Yep, there is. We don't want that. Nope, we don't want any influence here. Cool. Wow, good job, good job. Get that mouth. Nice. It's not it's not gonna close its mouth totally, but better, way better. Yep, a little bit less here. I like painting weights. I haven't done this in a long time, but I do like this process. Cool. So now the problem with this is that yep, it's it will require to move and rotate, which is not, it's against the rules. We are not supposed to move joints, to be honest. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is so cool. Yeah, this is amazing because I can't believe this comes from a photo scan. That's funny. Okay, cool. Well, this thing is working way better. Let's try to move the head. Not doing such a great job with the head. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. So like to move it a little bit, rotate it, and then we can go and paint some weights. If I'm able to find the head. Right there. Yep, we need to make it soft here. Very soft here. And we need to soften it up. Especially here. I believe maybe, yep, let's take those weights off and smooth. Yep, that's not part of the head. Then smooth. Okay, that's a little better. Not really. Oh no, oops. This bone. Yeah. Oops. I totally messed up this thing. This bone right here. Needs to be connected. I guess the head needs to be connected to the throat. That's better. Oh my god, look at that bone. Okay. No, again, no. There needs to be... Yeah, the throat connected to the head. That makes way more sense. So if I move here, it moves all. If I get here, it moves only this. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I was like, what? That makes more sense for sure. So now we can like open and close, and then we move head. It moves the whole thing. Cool. Throat, throat. Okay. Let's move this to the other side. Hey, it's not that bad. It does gets messed up right there. Is it the jaw? No, it's head. Okay, head. Yep, this. We have some conflicting weights. Very conflicting weights here. That's because something else is influencing this thing. No problem. We got some weights from another bone. Most likely, I guess this one, which is spine 2. Okay, spine 2 is gonna be interesting. Because it's probably this one. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Cool. So let's go with spine 2. Spine 2. Oh yeah. Spine 2 has like an influence over the whole thing. You need to be very careful with the spine joints. Kind of like don't even want to touch it too much because I know I'm gonna mess it up. Spine 1. Okay. Why is this called spine 2 upper arm? Oh, it's because it's parented to. Oh, okay. All right, let's check this out. Okay, here we need to do some serious weight painting. Yep. So let's push this down, or maybe like this. And let's take some influence off here. Gonna go control. Yep, definitely it should not be influencing the head at all. Not here. Yep, and not here. Definitely not this area. Definitely not the mouth or the head or anything in there. Kind of like need to go a little bit bigger. Pop, 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 pop. Clean up the whole thing there. Control. Pop, 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 pop. Right there. Boom. Nice. Then a little smaller and shift to smooth that. Also here, let's smooth that out. Sweet. So the muscles look as clean as possible. Nice. Nice, okay. Let's see. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, also let's go up and get rid of this funkiness here. You're not supposed to influence this area. Oh, yeah, control. Not smooth, but just control to actually get rid of that influence. Right there, perfect. Also here. Sweet. Okay. That looks way nicer. Then go down. Up. Let's clean it up right there. Somewhere around here. Nice. Right, let's go. I see some stuff. That means that the weight comes from this other bone, which is upper arm L. Upper arm L. Yep, I found it. Whoop. Clean that up. Clean this cheek. Yep. What the hell is this? Yeah, these are a little bit more tough. We need to inflate a little bit here because we don't want this to get so thin. Shift, Control. Yeah, let's inflate a little bit right there. Then smooth a little bit. Wow. Oh, I see some influence that you are not supposed to have, which might come from the hand. No. Let's test the hand. Fingers are always super hardcore. Look at that. You want to change the joint size. I forgot how to do that. I'm gonna look it up. Okay. Yep. So here. Let's go to paint weights, control, give me that wrist back right there. Smooth it out, control, smooth it out. Yeah, I need to get used to start streaming the process, because when I get to when I a little bit in a couple of weeks I will be doing a lot of game logic and very boring stuff, so need to get used to also doing the not so appealing stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying this thing. Today was a pretty stressful day. This is kinda messed up right here. Okay. The joint orientation is just not so nice. Is this Toad going to be able to carry a gun? And who knows? Oh, damn, these joints are just not. Oh. Oh. I haven't done this before, but let's just try it, whatever, yeah. What if I just come here and go index 1? Five, 6. Okay, so here, let me just go value 0, flood, no influence, value 0, flood, gone. Now I can just move this to my liking without not having any issues, whatever. Yeah, let's just place it wherever I need to. Ba, 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 ba. And now Spain waits, and this is 5, and then I'm going to go value 1000, and let's see. Oh yeah, that's definitely not how it works. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, it was a good practice. I need to basically place all these joints properly before actually starting painting. Yeah, and actually getting the right rotation, orientation of each joint, so it actually rotates properly with the body. But yeah, it was a nice test. Let's see. Yeah, proper rotation, orientation of the joints, and then with some proper paint weights, I think we can have this. I really like the legs. the foot, these feet or whatever this is. Looks super cool. All right, so yeah, that was fun. I think I'm going to if I unbind this skeleton, it will go back to its position. So all right, that's very cool. Let's see. I think I want to play some Forever Winter with some friends. Been playing that game a lot lately. It's funny because I haven't been playing games for a long time. So yeah. Alright, looks like yeah. Not now. I just asked a friend if he wants to play and he's like, not really. Okay, cool. Well, if he doesn't want to play, we can also just do something else. Let's see what looks nice for this. And frog. Let's make it a sci-fi frog. Oh, Jesus, these dumbass models. They don't share the same pivot point. Which is kind of really ridiculous, to be honest. It's kind of very ridiculous. Let me see what we have here. The models are perfect. It's just that it's funny how they come in separate pieces and the pivot point is different. I don't know. Okay, we have this thing here. I think maybe we got some naming convention, some wrong stuff. Let's go one by one. Yep, yeah, everything's fine. It's just that they share the same name, so Maya got messed up. Okay, I was like, come on, dude. Right, so let's see how it's gonna look. Okay, cool. No, everything's fine. I was. Is this gonna even work? Who knows? Cannot really make it go on diagonal. Doesn't really have much. Thinking what could be the best way to get that around the frog. Oh, we just need to import them separately. Okay, cool. Everything's working. see, it messes up the other one. Oh my god. Okay, I think that we need to just take a why cannot I copy all properties like in other programs? Alright. We need to do some renaming here because we got some names clashing with the other belt. Nice. Now let me just save, and I believe this. Hey, how's it going? Let's get the other belt. It should not cause any issues. Perfect. So here we're gonna rotate. So yeah, I got the frog with less polygons, and I baked the color texture to it, so I'm very happy with the results. I got some eyes in there. They're not properly placed because I was playing with the rig. Can do some very basic stuff. I'm gonna place these bones properly and then do the rig. But yeah, I was just testing out some weight painting. No, this is Maya. This toad is getting ready to go to Unreal. Not yet, but it's going to. Making myself a cool toad character. just really like this model, this 3D scan, so I kind of like was not really expecting to oh my god, what happened here? Yeah, I was not really expecting to use this one. I was just kind of like testing it out, and then I was like, I kind of really like this character. So I decided to make it into a game character. I found it on Sketchfab, and then I decided to pose it so it stands up. Now I'm finding some accessories for it. It's gonna have a laser gun or something. Yeah, so some days are going to be very very boring, you can say. It's not gonna be the flashy level building stuff in Unreal. Sometimes it's gonna be slow things like this, and especially when I get into game logic, that's gonna be boring. You will see just blueprints and testing, and yeah, but well, it's what it is. It's gonna be all worth it when I get this guy into Unreal. Yeah. Hey Zero, how's it going? Yeah, he's the law. The law of the swamp. Probably gonna bring this to ZBrush and really get it tight. I know there's some tools to get it there very nicely. Oh yeah. It's gonna be super awesome once I get it. Just figuring out. So check the topology. It's not like very good topology, but I got it. Actually, I did a C remeasure. Oh, what's going on in there? I did a C remeasure and we got this super low poly version, and I baked the texture. So we went from this nonsense right here to this thing, which is a little better. The UV map is just automatic, but definitely wanna make it better. I'm kind of like testing all these stages of the pipeline just to make sure they work, and then I can really just clean it up. So I think we got most of it working. The one of the last things I need to check is the eyes, which actually I moved because I moved the body. I was painting some weights just to check the bone structure. That's gonna be fun. A sci-fi talking frog. Yeah. So one thing I want to test is the eyeballs. I want to see how they're going to look like. So let's get one of them. And look at this thing here. That's a very strange UV. Wanna test it out? Yeah, let's just test that directly like that. Just gonna go to mesh display, soften edge, and then I'm going to export selection OBJ right eye, which we're gonna have the same eyes in both sides, so yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of influences from Forever Winter. We're gonna change a lot of the environments. We're gonna add a lot of cables and start actually making things look sci-fi. Cause for now it just looks like some kind of jungle-ish, like very natural environment, but we need to add that sci-fi look to it. So yeah, let's bring this to Painter. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to. What are you guys getting ads about? Like, is this like gaming related or something like that? Yeah, this is annoying. I need to change my Adobe account because I have my work Adobe account and my personal Adobe account. So I Painter, I have it on my personal one. Just a random ad. I hope you're not getting the there was this ad talking about like game assets, and I mean they're just shooting themselves in the foot. Like they're like, we sell high quality assets, and I mean I saw their stuff. Their stuff is not bad. It's just the angle they were showing their things. It was not the best angle. That was funny. We're gonna do a little eye and see if it works. Probably AI ads. All right, so I think we got the this is a cat eye. What do we have here? Oh, okay. We had some references for the eye. Oh, this will be nice. This will be cool. That's funny. Yep, I like these ones. This is kind of nice. Right there, basically. We got the thickness. Iris distribution variation. Veins intensity, iris shadow intensity, veins density, veins spread. Okay. Iris dilatation. That looks like a frog. Not sure how that's going to work. It's kind of hard to tell because we don't have the model. So that's definitely not the way to do it. We do need to actually export the whole thing and test it out together, because if not, it's gonna be very hard. Dude. Let me just get this model, which is gonna be on bind skin, so it goes back to its original shape, and then we're gonna get this thing here. Yep, 1 2 3 up. Let me get another material, which is right eye. Let's call this material MI. And then assign existing MI. Oof, Jesus, so many materials. Damn. Oof. So many materials. It's not even showing off here. Whatever. Let's just. Oh, okay. Wait, material. Oh, this is the material. I was changing the mesh name. Yeah, these Maya menus are very confusing. A lot of tabs just hidden. MI shape. This is the one I want. Existing material. MI. Why is it not showing? Not showing. Maybe there's too much stuff, too many materials. Whatever. Let's just get this one. File, export selection, FBX toad. Let's test it out. Okay, discard. Super quick bake, just to get some amino occlusion. Okay. Okay, cool. Now we can see what we're doing. Nice. Let's add a little thing here. This is gonna be a toad skin, and I'm just gonna add a quick fill layer, and that fill layer is gonna have a base color, which we need to push somewhere here, and I want this to be a texture for current session only, and this one goes here. Bloop. Nice, nice. Now we have a toad. Yes, looks so nice. Okay, now I want this eye to be super big. So what we did was iris thickness for the line. Let's check reference. It's thick but not so crazy. Iris size, dilatation, yes, let's go full. Boom. Well, it looks like it ate something. Maybe, yeah. Let's go half. Okay, cool. Maybe a little more. Nope. Let's 0.5, I guess is good. 0.5 is nice. That line is too thick, I don't like that. 0.25. I guess even less, so it shows a little bit of that white, which is kind of strange, to be honest. I don't believe. Nope, they don't show that. No, that's not right. So I guess yeah, we will need to close it. Let's keep it like this, and we will close the skin. Close it with the skin. Okay. Let me copy this material, which is it's not a frog eye, it's a cat eye, but we just placed it in there. That's funny. Offset. Bloop. We need to close it up a little bit. Another thing I need to test is the bake to high poly to low poly, to see if we can get some of that sweet texture detail back. That's something I need to test. So yeah, that's the whole workflow. How to do this in the best order possible, so we don't mess up. Let me think about this. I cannot spell. There you go. Let's see how can we do this in the best order possible. I guess. Okay. Good reference. We need to double check, because this is the toad post. Okay, perfect. This is the high poly on the same position. The problem with this one is that it's triangulated, and it's gonna give us some very ugly bake. We need to smooth that out. Maybe send that to ZBrush and do a C-remesher, but very high poly C-remesher, so we can smooth that out a little. But let's just try it super quickly. I'm gonna go modeling, display, soften edge, file, export selection, and this is gonna be toad high poly. Right there. And basically, I think this is all I need. Yeah, this is all I need to know that this is working. So, I forgot how to do this. Edit, project configuration. Was it file new? Wait, is it bake? I think it was. Now they changed it. Now I think it's somewhere around here. If I go to texture set settings, bake mesh maps. Okay, there you go. I can choose high definition meshes. Boom. There you go. Boom. Boom. Yes. It gives me, oh wow, beautiful, a cage wireframe and so on. Wow, so advanced. And it gives me even like bent normals like Marvelous does. Not Marvelous, but how do you call this other thing? Is it? I think I got the name wrong. No, the Marvelous Designers for Clothes. It's Marmoset. That's the other one which people use a lot. Cage surface opacity. I'm just gonna go default. Yes, you see, now we're getting some nice details right there. There you go, nice. That's gonna help a little bit with the normal maps. Let's see what we got. I see some issues that I probably did myself when posing. Is this the clean version? I think that's not the clean version. I think I smoothed that out. I think I smoothed it out in ZBrush, but I did not bring it. You see those lines right there? That's not the clean version. Oops. Yep, we don't want those lines right there. Just the skin doesn't feel right. The roughness, specularity doesn't feel right. Again, I have like 1,000 files here. Toad post 01. Let's try with this one. This might be the ZBrush one. I believe this is the ZBrush smooth version. So bake maps. Let's get this one and delete that one. Can I delete it? Oh, just minus. Okay. And yep, I think we're getting better results. I don't see the lines. Nice. Yeah, this is the cleanup version. I did some smoothing after posing. I got some lines right there. Nice. Nice. You see, that's where I smoothed the thing. Now I think we don't have those lines. Perfect. Cool. I want to see if we can get some roughness information on this. Yep, we need to add some roughness. That's where we're missing some roughness. Some roughness information. This is probably not the best way to do it, but I think we can just probably get one very quickly here. If I go here and get my... It's so cool that you can actually get this clean. This is how megascans are actually made. You go from this nonsense to something more clean, and you can really like do something nice with this. It just, you know, requires some practice. Displacement, ambient occlusion, specular. That's the map I need. Specular. Let's get it. Okay, now it's not super shiny. It's shiny somewhere there. Okay, I do like this. Here looks nice, but some areas are not so nice. We will need to paint some roughness map. Oh, what the hell? Look at this. I don't get that. I don't understand what's happening there. Oh, okay, it's the eye. Okay, we need to actually, what? That looks kind of interesting. Not exactly what I need, but huh, Don't understand what this. Oh, oh, what happened here? Oof. Oops. I got some issues there. I didn't see that in my model here. No, my model is clean right there. I don't see that problem. Substance did some funkiness when baking the high poly to low poly. Yep, we got some. Oh no, this is not working for a roughness map. Ooh, no, definitely not. Mm. We can probably export this. And then from the image I export, I can tweak it. But yeah, that was fun. I think yeah, I just really like the textures on this thing. Okay, well, we got some eyes that kind of work. I still don't know what the hell is this thing. Yeah, there's still a lot to solve, but we're gonna get our frog. Yeah, that's why you wanna go to the marketplace and buy assets, because making assets from scratch, damn, takes a lot of effort. But it's also very cool. This is gonna look super awesome. Okay. I appreciate it. All right. Well, it's 9:30. I should probably go rest tomorrow. Got to wake up early. Yeah, these streams have been a little bit short and a little bit kind of like different, but pretty happy. Pretty happy with the process. It's a little bit of like going back and forward a little bit. Like I'm doing a lot of testing and then going back and doing testing and going back, just to make sure that the pipeline is working. But yeah, next step will be probably just finishing the model, like trying to get this. Yeah, just give it a little sculpt just to fix little things, and then get the proper skeleton, all these bones to match properly, and then paint the weights. Or even before the skeleton, maybe get the textures finished. I think so. Just make sure that the model is finished, like when it comes to geometry and textures. then we can actually just do the rig, which is already advanced. I got the main placement of things. Which is actually this one right here. Wait. Okay, there you go. I was like, but these eyes are hidden. Yep, this is the one I was playing with. So yeah, that's the thing. Good night, everybody. Take care. I appreciate you guys chilling. All right. Good night.